If you're over 50, you've been leaving free airport perks on the table. I'm talking wheelchair escorts, early boarding, even lounge access without elite status. I've been traveling for more than 40 years, and some of these tips would have saved me years of stress had I known sooner. As grown women in our 50s, 60s, and up, we want smoother, calmer travel without the chaos. Today I'm breaking down the 8 hidden airport perks most of us qualify for and exactly how to request them, who to ask, and when you do need it. And here's the thing. Airlines don't advertise these because they cost money to provide, but they are required to offer them. Airports were supposed to get easier with age, but they've turned into something like a competitive sport. Longer lines, longer walks, more noise. But hidden inside all that chaos are perks that actually make travel easier, and you already qualify for them. Before we dive in, I want you to hear this. You're not being difficult, you're not being high maintenance, you paid for your ticket. These perks exist because you deserve comfort and ease, especially after decades of hauling bags and running through terminals. So let's claim what's ours. This is the most underused perk, and it's a game changer. I know what some of you are thinking, but I don't need a wheelchair. Here's the truth. These services aren't just for wheelchairs. You can request a golf cart ride to your gate or an escort to help you navigate a huge airport. If you have knee issues, arthritis, or you're just exhausted from your day, this is for you. So you're probably wondering, how do I request this? How do I even get these perks? Option 1, during booking, look for special assistance. Option 2, after booking, go to manage trip. Option 3, call the airline directly. This is the most reliable method because contractors often miss online requests. You say, I need a wheelchair assistance through security and to the gate. I do this for my mother quite a bit. So when she's flying alone, I have assistance from check-in all the way down to her seat. At check-in, go to the desk, not the kiosk. Say, can you please confirm my wheelchair assistance is attached all the way through my final destination? These 3 types are available: curb to gate to gate, and gate to baggage claim. Perk number 2, early boarding and pre-boarding. This can be done at any age. If you need extra time, whether it's for stowing bags, finding your seat, or just avoiding the boarding rush, you qualify for early boarding or pre-boarding. How do you get it? You walk up to the gate agent 20 to 30 minutes before boarding starts. You say, I need extra time to board and get settled. Can you add me to the pre-boarding list? Or you say, I need to request pre-boarding. I need additional time to stow my bag and find my seat. There's no documentation needed, and if the agent seems rushed, just wait a moment and ask again. This is a completely normal request that gate agents handle every single day. Perk number 3, priority boarding you may already have. Many of us already have priority boarding attached to our accounts, and we don't even know it. So how do you check? Open up your airline app and look at your boarding group on your boarding pass. Or if you have a physical boarding pass printed out, look there. If your credit card perk isn't showing up, add it to your airline loyalty profile and then re-download your boarding pass. Here's some important notes to remember. At check-in, ask, do I have priority boarding with my fare type or loyalty number? They should be able to look it up and tell you right away. Important notes. Basic economy fares often block priority boarding benefits, even if your card includes them. If you have status, this will override your basic economy, so you'll board in earlier groups. Maybe not the earliest you could if you paid full economy fare, but they will generally board you earlier and you get most of your benefits. Some international airlines offer courtesy early boarding for travelers over 50 or 60. It's not advertised, but it exists. So there you ask, do you offer any courtesy early boarding for passengers over 50? If they do offer that, they're required to confirm. If you feel like this video is helping you already, please hit subscribe. I teach smart, stress-free travel for women 50 and up. You know, the kind of travel where you actually arrive relaxed. So let's keep going. Perk number 4. If you have a tight connection, airlines are required to help you make it, but only if they know you need it. So how do you get it? Before travel, call the airline after booking and ask them to flag your reservation for connection assistance. You can also send a direct message to their customer service on Twitter or through the app. During travel, as soon as you land, go straight to the gate agent on your inbound flight. You say, "My connection is tight and I need transport assistance to the gate." I do this all the time in major airports because sometimes getting from point A to point B takes at least half, if not more, of your connection time. And then you're allowed more time to use the restroom, get a snack, or whatever you need. They can arrange a golf cart or escort to speed you through the airport. Perk number 5, TSA modified screening, age 75 and plus. If you're 75 or older, TSA automatically makes screening easier for you. Some of the benefits are your shoes stay on, your light jackets stay on, there's less arm lifting required. So how does this work? The TSA agent screen will flag it when they scan your license, so no need to do anything. If they miss it, you simply say, "I'm over 75. Do I qualify for modified screening?" If you're under 75, you can still request help with lifting bins, ask for a chair, or request a manual pat down instead of going through the scanner. Last month, I watched a woman about my age, which I'm 63, struggle to lift her carry-on into the overhead bin. The flight attendant came through to help, but she should have never had to struggle in the first place. That's what early boarding prevents. Plus, they can get through people easier to help you because fewer people are on board. So that's another perk. That's why I'm so passionate about making sure you know that these options exist. They don't advertise them, so most people don't know. Perk number 6, lounge access without status, available at any age. You do not need elite status to get into airport lounges. Let me show you how. First step at any lounge entrance, hand your boarding pass and credit card to the agent and say, "I'm not sure if I have access today. Can you check my boarding pass and my card?" They'll tell you exactly what you're eligible for. Day passes are available at American, United, Alaska, and most international lounges, usually $50 to $75. Delta doesn't sell day passes anymore, unfortunately. A lot of the credit cards, though, have lounge access. If you have a premium credit card, like American Express Platinum, Chase Sapphire Reserve, or Capital One Venture X, although I will say, check it for 2026 because some of their perks have changed. So be sure and check your card to see what perks you have and what lounges are available. At the desk when you check into the lounge, ask, "Can you check my lounge access and guest rules for today?" And here's a pro tip. If you're traveling with someone, some cards give you guest access. That means you can bring your husband, sister, or travel buddy. Just ask which guests are covered. Or better yet, check it out before you leave on your trip. Your friends also may have access and not even know it themselves. So be sure and educate them on which cards have access and which ones they can possibly use. Priority Pass is another one. Priority Pass doesn't cover most of the major airline lounges though, not American, United, or Delta. But you can ask, is there a Priority Pass restaurant open in this terminal? Many of them give you dining credits instead. Again, Capital One Venture X changes have happened and the rules for 2026 are changing significantly. Guest access and visit limits vary depending on your account, so consider that when you choose which card. At the door, say, "Please check my Venture X Lounge access and guest rules for my account today." And they should be able to check it and tell you what's available and what's not. Perk number 7, TSA PreCheck is a standard rate of somewhere between 78 and 85, and it lasts for 5 years. Some of those premium credit cards will reimburse this fee. They also will reimburse it for global entry. So if you have global entry, little known fact is that it's also inclusive of TSA PreCheck. So you don't need global entry, gets you TSA. TSA just gets you TSA PreCheck. So maybe consider global entry as well. For Clear, the age 65 plus discounted rate is currently around $149 a year versus $189. You can call Clear or check their website for current senior pricing in your area or at your airport. Most senior fares are not shown online. You have to call and ask. Airlines that still offer senior fares are United, which 65 plus, and you have to call only. Southwest is 65 plus, and it's refundable on the flex fares. Air France and KLM is 60 plus on select routes. British Airways is 60 plus. Lufthansa is 60 plus with limited routes. Qantas is 55 plus, domestic Australia only. Air India is 60 plus. Singapore Airlines has occasional senior flexibility. ANA and JAL are 65 plus on domestic Japan routes. So when you call, here's what you need to say. Do you have senior fares or flexible senior fare options for passengers over, and then say your age? So for me, 63. On this route, these aren't always huge discounts. Sometimes it's 20 to 50 off, but on an international flight, the real perk is flexibility. You might get free changes, better refund terms, or even waived fees that save you hundreds if your plans change. So when you stop toughing it out and start using perks that already exist, travel becomes smoother, calmer, and easier. Travel at this age should feel like a reward, not a punishment. Stop toughing it out like you're in your 30s. Just use these perks. They're yours to have. If you want more smart, stress-free travel tips for women 50 and up, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments which perk you're going to try on your next trip. I read every single one and I want to hear how it goes. If you like this video, we think you're going to like this one too. Thanks for watching.